Let's say that you have a worksheet that's a paper worksheet that you want kids to be able to access in Google Classroom. Now, it is likely that you have that paper worksheet in a PDF format, and many people are frustrated that it does not convert easily. When you try to convert it to a Google Doc, kids never know where to type. It's a mess. So when you are converting from a paper worksheet to use in Google Classrooms, I'm going to suggest that your first option should actually usually be to reformat it into a form. Forms are very useful. You can do auto grading, and even if you have to check kids' work, it all ends up being in one place for you to look at very easily. But let's say that you have a graphic organizer like this one on my screen, and it's something that you think is useful and you want the kids to do. Here's how you can convert an 8.5 by 11 worksheet into a Google slide with text boxes. Okay. So the first thing is you want to look at your worksheet on your screen. So if you've downloaded it as a PDF, if you scanned it as a PDF, it's likely that what you're looking at is a PDF. A PDF will not help you for this. You need to convert it to a JPEG. So here's what I'm going to say. First, make sure that you can see the entire 8.5 by 11 worksheet in your screen all at once. So I have quite a large computer. I just need to bring it down to 90% so I can see the entire thing at once. I've done that by clicking the three dots up here and then zoom. But you might need to put it down to 60% or something, but you want to be able to see the whole thing at once. Then you are going to take a partial screenshot. Now, I'm not going to tell you how to do a partial screenshot because it's different device by device. If you don't know how to do this, just Google partial screenshot and then the kind of device that you're using. Okay. What I'm going to do is use the snipping tool on my desktop. So I'm going to click a snipping tool, and I always like to grab just on the inside of the file, because if you go outside, you're going to get black lines that show up. Okay, so this worksheet is now an image. It's a JPEG image. I'm going to save it to my downloads folder. So save as, see how it's a JPEG file, save it. And once you know how to do it, that is super quick and easy. Now, I have made an 8.5 by 11 template that has all the layouts taken away, so it works really well. I'm going to share that with you. You can just go to bit.ly standard paper size, this little shortcut that I made. So I've typed bit.ly standard paper size. It's going to ask me to make a copy. So you're copying this Google slide that I had made. So right now you have just one slide, and you notice it is the shape of a piece of paper. I had gone into page setup and I've changed 8.5 by 11. I also went into the master view and I got rid of all the layouts so that you don't have different layouts messing things up. So all you have to do to make this work is you go into background, choose image, upload, and then you upload this JPEG of the worksheet that you had. Okay, so this is a slide with this image behind it, right? So now all you have to do is put some text boxes in for kids to be able to type in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do insert text box, and I'm going to make it as large as I can where it's going to fit in all of the spaces. So I have it like this. It usually works better if you make it a color, for example, so kids can see what they've done. So once I've made one, I'm just going to copy it, and then I'm going to paste it and paste it again. And then I'm just going to drag it to these other places. And I want it to be nice and neat. So I'm going to click these two things. Click. I'm going to go to Arrange, Align Top. I just love things to be nice and neat. And there you have it. Now, you're going to rename this. So I might rename it Would We Be Killed? Central idea and details. Okay, so now I have a folder, a file, sorry, that I can share in Google Classroom. And if you share it in Google Classroom, you just make a copy for each student, and then each student can type on here. Now, you're going to have to look at each kid's work. Or if I do this in a classroom, what I very often have them do is the kids work on it, and then 10 minutes before the end of the class, I might put the answers up on the board and have kids check what they wrote and maybe update and revise. So there are different ways to handle it, but this is an easy way to reuse a worksheet that you have. Hope this is helpful.